Yes, good evening, friends. So, I'm Dilip and I'm going to discuss geography section as well as economy section. So, first we'll begin with economy section, which is most important section as well as majorly weighted section for this year. So, near about, if you say, near about 20 to 22 questions were asked by UPSC on this section, and majorly if you see the conventional questions, or we say conceptual based question, or when we think about the questions which are totally focused upon the current affairs. So last year if you see the weightage for current affairs, it was very much less, but somehow this year you can see that if you have gone through your current affairs, you are able to solve 3-4 questions from the economy section as well, because totally depend upon the current affairs, but still majorly questions on the concepts. And majorly, as I told in the classroom program, the majorly focused areas of the economy is banking sector and foreign trade, and most of the questions are on the banking as well as foreign trade. So let's see one by one. So first question, which is rapid financing instrument and rapid credit facility are related to the provisions of lending by which one of the following. So again this question is somewhat, you can say that from the your syllabus, but majorly it focuses on the current affairs, because rapid financing instrument or rapid credit facility which is provided by the IMF to recently various countries, काही countries आहेत ज्याच्यामध्ये क्राइसिस सुरू आहेत, आणि major functions of IMF, one of the function is helping the member countries during the balance of payment crisis. So you can see that recently Sri Lanka is facing this crisis. Before this, Ukraine. So IMF helped out Ukraine through this rapid financing instrument. So that's why this was in news, and UPSC directly come up with this question, and this is very easy question. So answer will be IMF, International Monetary Fund. So here either you can think in this view. So if this question is related to financing, so majorly financing organizations which are part of your syllabus, either it is World Bank or it is IMF. So you have to choose out of World Bank and IMF. But if you are doing your current affairs regularly, so you are aware about this answer. The answer is International Monetary Fund. Question number 2, with reference to the Indian economy, consider the following statements. So again this question from the foreign trade. First, an increase in nominal effective exchange rate NIR indicates the appreciation of rupee. So now see, there is one basic concept called as market exchange rate. So market exchange rate is not calculated for the weighted average of the currencies, but when we look for this, that is the nominal effective exchange rate. So this is weighted average against the various trading partner currencies of India. So India is having two baskets for this. One basket is called as 36 currency basket, another basket is called as 6 currency basket. So which currency is appreciating, which currency is depreciating? So alone if you are going to compare with dollar, so that time you can say that appreciation and depreciation of rupee. But when we think about the, let's say, Kenyan currency is appreciated 100% against the depreciated 100% against the rupee. पण आपला जर ट्रेडच नाही आहे केनियासोबत, तर आपल्याला काही फरक पडणार नाही याचा. ॲप्रिसिएशन होतं आहे किंवा डेप्रिसिएशन होतं आहे, डझंट मॅटर. पण ज्या कंट्रीसोबत आपला ट्रेड आहे, ज्या करन्सीमध्ये आपण ट्रेड करतो आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये ॲप्रिसिएशन होतं आहे किंवा डेप्रिसिएशन होतं, त्यावेळेस आपल्याला फरक पडेल. म्हणजेच इफेक्टिव्ह एक्सचेंज रेट जे आहे ते वेटेड ॲव्हरेज आहे, जे तुमचे ट्रेडिंग पार्टनर कंट्रीज आहेत. त्याच्या मग 36 कंट्रीजसाठी एक बास्केट बनवलेली आहे आणि 6 कंट्रीजसाठी एक बास्केट बनवलेली आहे. पण याच्यामध्ये मेजर थिंग इज, ह्याच्यामध्ये इन्फ्लेशन इज इन्क्लुडेड इन दिस. ह्याच्यामध्ये इन्फ्लेशन असतं. सो इफ इट इज ॲप्रिशिएटिंग, इट इज करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट, देर इज ॲप्रिसिएशन ऑफ रुपी. जरी बास्केट ओव्हरऑल ॲप्रिशिएट होते, तर देर इज ॲप्रिसिएशन ऑफ rupee. So this is correct statement. Now second statement, when you talk about the effective exchange rate, but this one is real. Earlier we were talking about the nominal, and real means adjusted with the inflation. And if you are saying that if this is increasing, if there is improvement, or it is increasing and there is improvement in trade competitiveness of economy, so this statement is incorrect statement. Why? Because this is adjusted with inflation, and when we are saying that this is increasing, your export means the goods and services in India are much more expensive for the foreigners, and they are not going to purchase this. That's why you are going to lose your competitiveness, trade competitiveness. So that's why statement second is incorrect statement. And the third statement, an increasing trend in domestic inflation relative to inflation in other countries like to cause an increasing divergence between near and dear. So again this statement is true statement. Otherwise, if you find out the first statement is correct statement, second statement is incorrect statement, and you are going to eliminate second statement, so obviously you will get your answer, that is option C, 1 and 3. So by the way of elimination method you can solve this, or otherwise you have to apply your concepts here. Not only if your conceptual clarity is up to only market exchange rate, that time you are not able to solve this question. Fine. So this is question number 2. Question number 3. So most easiest question. With reference to the Indian economy, consider the following statements. So here you can directly apply your elimination method. So first statement, if the inflation is too high, Reserve Bank of India is likely to buy government securities. So there is one concept called as open market operations under the monetary policy tools, that is the quantitative tools. So under these tools, under open market operation, RBI sells and purchases government securities from the open market. So here, if inflation, if any economy witnessing inflation, so that bank tries to absorb money from economy instead of injecting money into economy. म्हणजे जास्तीत जास्त पैसा इकॉनॉमीमधून काढून घेईल, पैसा इकॉनॉमीमध्ये टाकणार नाही. पण जर इथं या स्टेटमेंटमध्ये जे म्हटलंय की RBI इज लाईकली टू बाय गव्हर्नमेंट सिक्युरिटीज, जर RBI गव्हर्नमेंट सिक्युरिटीज विकत घेईल तर इनडायरेक्टली RBI इज इंजेक्टिंग मनी इंटू इकॉनॉमी, म्हणजे बँकांना ती पैसा देईल आणि त्यांच्याकडून गव्हर्नमेंट सिक्युरिटीज घेईल. सो इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस इन्फ्लेशन परत वाढेल. So this statement is incorrect statement. Fine. And as this statement is incorrect, so you can eliminate other options. So first one is incorrect, so this is incorrect. This is incorrect and this is incorrect. So answer will be B, 2 and 3 only. So again, question number 4 is from your current affairs section. So question number 4 is, with reference to the G20 common framework, consider the following statements. So common framework, it is related to the last statement which is provided by the UPSC. This is related to the unsustainable debts of the underdeveloped economies, or you can say that the countries, those who are having low incomes. So due to the COVID-19, so these countries are not able to repay their debts, so they want to restructure these debts. So they come up with this initiative called as G20 common framework. So first statement, it is an initiative endorsed by the G20 together with the Paris Club. So this statement is exactly correct if you are doing your current affairs regularly. So this is from your current affairs section, and at the top of the news they mentioned this. And second statement is the objective of this framework. That's why this statement is also correct. So answer for this is, they asked correct questions, correct options. So answer is C, both 1 and 2. So question number 5, with reference to the Indian economy, what are the advantages of inflation index bonds? So inflation index bonds, these bonds are attached with the inflation indexes like WPI, like CPI. So they are going to attach this with your interest rate. Means let's say if I am going to earn interest rate 5% on my bond, so they are going to attach CPI or WPI. That will be the inflation rate in the economy. So as inflation is going to rise, my interest is going to rise. Means जितकी महागाई वाढेल तितके माझे रिटर्न्स पण वाढतील, म्हणजे इंटरेस्ट पण वाढेल. So these are the inflation index bonds. So in this question you can directly come to the answer through the third statement, because third statement talks about the interest received as well as capital gains on IIBs are not taxable. इन्फ्लेशन इंडेक्स बॉन्ड असतील किंवा कोणते बॉन्ड असतील, ऑल दिस बॉन्ड्स आर टॅक्सेबल. आणि ह्याच्यावरती इंटरेस्टवरती टॅक्स असेल ॲज वेल ॲज कॅपिटल गेन्स टॅक्स जो आहे, जितकं तुम्ही कॅपिटल गेन कराल त्यावरती टॅक्स लागेल. सो थर्ड स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट टोटली. हे जरी तुम्हाला माहीत असेल, सो यू कॅन आन्सर दिस क्वेश्चन. नाउ स्टेटमेंट सेकंड, IIBs प्रोव्हाइड प्रोटेक्शन टू द इन्व्हेस्टर्स फ्रॉम अनसर्टिनिटी रिगार्डिंग द इन्फ्लेशन. मी आत्ता सांगितलं होतं की इन्फ्लेशन वाढत गेलं तरी तुम्हाला तुमचा इंटरेस्ट पण वाढतो आणि तुम्हाला रिटर्न्स जास्त मिळतात. म्हणजे वस्तूंच्या प्राइजेस वाढतात पण तुमचं रिटर्न पण वाढतो, तर तुम्ही बेनिफिटमध्ये राहाल. सो दिस इज सेकंड स्टेटमेंट. अँड फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट, गव्हर्नमेंट कॅन रिड्यूस द कुपन रेट्स ऑन इट्स बॉरोईंग बाय द वे ऑफ इन्फ्लेशन इंडेक्स बॉन्ड्स. सो दीज बॉन्ड्स वर इश्यूड बाय गव्हर्नमेंट इन 2013. 2013ला इश्यू केलेले आहेत. सो आफ्टर 2013 दे कम अप विथ दिस क्वेश्चन इन 2022. 13 नंतर 2022ला अगेन वन क्वेश्चन इज देअर, जो 2012ला ॲक्ट आलेला आहे त्याचा, पण डायरेक्टली दे कम अप विथ क्वेश्चन इन 2022 आफ्टर 10 years डायरेक्टली. सो आन्सर फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 इज 1 and 2 ओनली. Then come to question number 6. So again from the foreign trade, with reference to foreign owned e-commerce firms operating in India, which of the following statement is are correct? First, they can sell their own goods in addition to offering their platforms as a marketplace. So basically FDI, foreign direct investment in India in e-commerce. So there are two models of e-commerce. One model is called as inventory based model and second model is called as marketplace model. So in India only the FDI through marketplace model is allowed, and FDI through the inventory based model is not allowed in India. So what is difference between marketplace and inventory based model? Inventory based model means, let's say Flipkart. So Flipkart is foreign entity and they come up with this platform. So now Flipkart can't produce their own goods and sell on the Flipkart platform. म्हणजे फ्लिपकार्ट स्वतःच्या वस्तू बनवू शकणार नाही आणि स्वतः त्या ह्याच्यावरती विकू शकणार नाही. पण जर हेच मॉडेल इन्व्हेंटरी बेस्ड असेल, फॉर एक्झाम्पल जर आपण एक्झाम्पल घेऊ जिओचं, तर जिओ इंडियन कंपनी आहे, ती बनवतेही आणि ती तिच्या प्लॅटफॉर्मवर विकतेही. तर असं फ्लिपकार्टला ॲमेझॉनला करता येत नाही. फाईन. सो याला आपण म्हणतो मार्केट प्लेस मॉडेल. आणि हेच त्यांनी म्हटलं आहे, दे कॅन सेल देअर ओन गुड्स इन ॲडिशन टू ऑफरिंग देअर प्लॅटफॉर्म ॲज अ मार्केट प्लेस. तर मार्केट प्लेसमध्ये विकता येत नाही. दॅट्स वाय द फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. मार्केट प्लेसमध्ये फक्त ते सेलर्स, जे दुसरे रिटेलर्स आहेत, त्यांच्या वस्तू विकू शकतात ऑन दिस प्लॅटफॉर्म. व्हॉट दे कॅन प्रोव्हाइड ओनली प्लॅटफॉर्म फॉर द सेल. मीन्स दे आर गोइंग टू कनेक्ट these retailers with the consumers. इतकंच ते करू शकतात. फक्त इन्व्हेंटरी बेस मॉडेलमध्ये होऊ शकतं, पण इन्व्हेंटरी बेसमध्ये इन्व्हेस्टमेंट इज नॉट अलाउड इन इंडिया. फक्त इंडियन एंटिटीज हे करू शकतात. सो दॅट्स वाय फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट, द डिग्री टू विच दे कॅन ओन बिग seller on their platform is limited. So as we discussed in classroom, in very detail we discussed this case, that is the e-commerce, FDI in e-commerce. त्याच्यामध्ये बेसिक if you visit anytime Flipkart or visit anytime Amazon, so at that time you will find out the same companies are selling lot of products. पण Amazon, Flipkart हे स्वतःच्या कंपनीतून विकू शकत नाहीत, पण ते इंडियामध्ये स्वतःच्या कंपनी इस्टॅब्लिश करतील दुसऱ्या नावाने आणि तेच प्रोडक्ट विकतील ॲमेझॉन आणि फ्लिपकार्टवरती. तर तुम्हाला अशा काही कंपनीची नावं दिसतील की जे विकतील. तर मग गव्हर्नमेंट कम अप विथ ई-कॉमर्स पॉलिसी, न्यू ई-कॉमर्स पॉलिसी, आणि त्यामध्ये रिस्ट्रिक्शन्स आणले की एक सेलर मॅक्झिमम 25% जितका व्हॉल्यूम आहे त्याच्यावरती विकू शकणार नाही. तर त्यांनी काय केलं, सरळ इथं रिस्ट्रिक्शन्स पुटअप केले. दॅट्स वाय द सेकंड स्टेटमेंट इज करेक्ट स्टेटमेंट. सो आन्सर फॉर दिस इज B2 ओनली. फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट. Then question number 7, which of the following activities constitute real sector in the economy? So now lot of times in classroom we talked about primary sector, secondary sectors, tertiary sector, financial sector, agriculture sector, industry sector असं बोलतोय, पण generally we do not use this term called as real sector. So real sector in easy language, real sector म्हणजे either primary sector or secondary sector. So it do not includes the financial sector or tertiary sector. Services sector ला include करत नाही. Fine. So this is called as real sector. पण ही टर्म कोणत्याच पुस्तकात तुम्हाला सापडणार नाही, कुठंच सापडणार नाही. यू हॅव टू सर्च दिस ऑन नेट, कारण ही टर्म खूप बेसिक आहे आणि खूप बेसिक क्वेश्चन UPSCने विचारला आहे. सो जर तुम्हाला हे माहीत नसेल, सरळ हे सोडून द्यायचा होता क्वेश्चन, हा स्किप करायचा होता. फाईन. सो हिअर वेन यू टॉक अबाउट द टर्शरी सेक्टर, तर इथं दोन ऑप्शन ॲटोमॅटिकली इलिमिनेट होत आहेत. ऑप्शन नंबर 3, अ कमर्शियल बँक लेंडिंग मनी टू अ ट्रेडिंग कंपनी, अँड 4, अ कॉर्पोरेट बॉडी इश्युइंग रुपी डिनॉमिनेटेड बॉन्ड्स ओव्हरसीज. तर इथं दोन्ही फायनान्शियल सेक्टरच्या रिलेटेड आहेत आणि हे सगळं नॉन फायनान्शियल असतं. त्याच्यामध्ये प्रायमरी सेक्टर म्हणजेच लेट्स ॲग्रिकल्चर, फार्मर हार्वेस्टिंग देअर क्रॉप्स, सो दिस इज रियल सेक्टर. ऑर टेक्सटाईल मिल्स कन्वर्टिंग रॉ कॉटन इन टू द फॅब्रिक्स, सो दिस इज ऑल्सो real sectors. Means indirectly we can say that industrial sector and the your agriculture sector, primary and secondary. Tertiary sector याच्यामध्ये include नाही होणार. Majority tertiary sector. So answer for this is 1 and 2 only, that is option A. Question number 8, again from foreign trade. Which one of the following situations best reflects indirect transfers often talked about in media recently with reference to India? So very famous case, Vodafone case in 2012. So they are talking about this case, as well as lot of cases are happening like this, means the investment which is coming through the tax haven countries into the India. So they are talking about this investment as well as the transfer pricing. So what is this concept called as indirect transfers? So answer for this is option D, a foreign company transfers shares and such shares derived their substantial value from assets located in India. So this is what concept of your indirect transfers. Fine. So this is mentioned in the 2012 Act. 2012ला ॲक्ट आला होता, ह्याच्यामध्ये मेन्शन केलं होतं आणि UPSC कम अप विथ दिस इन दिस इयर. फाईन. अगेन ट्रिकी, but you can come up with the logic for this indirect transfers. So obviously they are talking about the foreign companies which are having their assets in India and they are transferring their shares in their own countries, home countries, or these countries are foreign countries for us. So this is called as indirect transfers, and they are doing this to avoid taxes and to bring them in tax net. Government come up with Parth Sarthi Shom panel in 2012 and Parth Sarthi Shom come up with the GAR. Fine. So answer for this is D. So again, some information regarding our academy. So basically we offers 3 type of courses. First, that is the UPSC integrated batch, prelims plus mains plus interview. So this is available online as well as offline, दोन्ही format मध्ये हे available आहे. Fine. As well as it is available in bilingual both languages, that is मराठी as well as English, दोन्ही मध्ये available आहे. आणि बॅच सुरू होते 13 तारखेपासून, 13 जून 2022 पासून. आणि जास्त इन्फॉर्मेशनसाठी यू कॅन कॉन्टॅक्ट with given numbers. Second batch is the MPSC which is starting from the 20th June. ही पण प्री मेन्स इंटरव्यूची कॉम्प्रिहेन्सिव्ह बॅच आहे अँड इट इज स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 20th June, offline as well as online, both options are available. And third, that is the optional courses. So in Aurangabad we are offering these 2 optionals, PSIR and geography. These are also available in online as well as offline format. So geography batch will start from the 15th of this month. So you can contact us on either Facebook, Insta, YouTube or given contact numbers. So now come to next question, that is question number 9. With reference to the expenditure made by an organization or a company, which of the following statement are correct? So very basic question. They are talking about the difference between the capital expenditure as well as revenue expenditure. So we generally divide our expenditure into categories. One, that is the capital expenditure, that is long term expenditure, and that second is your revenue expenditure, that is day to day expenditure. So here first statement is acquiring new technology is a capital expenditure. So obviously if you are going to acquire new technology, the नवीन technology तुम्ही घेताय, so that is you are spending on the capital, so that is part of capital expenditure. Second statement, debt financing is considered capital expenditure while equity financing is considered revenue expenditure. So this statement is incorrect statement, because debt financing, we can say that if you are financing someone, fine, if you are providing debt to someone, that is for the long term, maybe that is for the long term, maybe that is for the short term. If you are financing that for less than 1 year, it is short term. You are financing that for more than 1 year, it is called as medium term and long term. So both cases are possible. And second, equity financing is considered as revenue expenditure. So equity financing is also considered as a capital expenditure. That's why this second statement is incorrect statement. So answer for this is A, 1 only. Question number 10. With reference to the Indian economy, consider the following statements. A share of household financial saving goes towards government borrowing. So when you say that household financial savings, म्हणजे जे household save करतायत, so you are saving into your bank accounts. So and banks are lending this money to government only. So not government only, they are sending private firms as well as. So that's why this statement is incorrect, not only the government. So private sector is also involved in this. Second, dated securities issued at the market related rates in auction form a large component of internal debt. So government internal debt consists of both, that is the dated securities as well as treasury bills. Dated securities having the maturity period more than 1 year, एका वर्षापेक्षा जास्त period आहे, and the treasury bills are having the period less than the 1 year. So but if you see the 60 to 70% part of the government's internal debt is of dated securities. So that's why again this statement is true statement. So first statement is incorrect, second statement is true. That's why answer is 2 only, option B. So they asked questions on economy in 2 phases. First phase was 1 to 10 and second phase is 61 to 70. So let's come to another phase. Yes. Question number 61. Consider the following statement. Tight monetary policy of US Federal Reserve could lead to capital flight. So capital flight means your capital is flying from one country to another country. That is called as capital flight. So whenever Federal Reserve changes its policy, so a lot of times you will heard this news, Federal Reserve increase the interest rate and a lot of FDI is flowing from India to USA. Means lot of investors, those who have invested in India में जन invest के लिए they disinvest करता है and they are investing in the USA. So capital flight means capital is flowing from one country to another country. So option 1, that is a tight monetary policy, means here Federal Reserve is going to increase their policy rates as well as banks are going to increase their interest rate, and this will happen there. The capital will fly from one country to another country. That's why statement first is correct statement. Second, capital flight may increase the interest cost of firms with existing external commercial borrowings. So obviously this is going to happen. That's why statement second is also correct statement. But when you think about the third statement, devaluation of domestic currency decreases the currency risk associated with external commercial borrowings. External commercial borrowings means any business entity from a country is borrowing money from another country. So these borrowings are called as external commercial borrowing. So obviously, so third statement is incorrect statement. So this is not going to decrease the currency risk associated with the external commercial borrowing. Whether you are going to devalue, whether you are going to revalue, doesn't matter. So risk is different matter. So one of the component is this. That's why this statement is incorrect statement. So answer for this is option A, 1 and 2 only. Next question. So question number 62. So you can say that this question is from geography, or this question is from, let's say, economy. Consider the following statement. How many of the above are generally known as tea producing states? So majorly if you say we are aware about this state which is major tea producer, but other states like Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh and Tripura, these are also known as tea producing states. But if you think about the major tea producer state, it is Kerala. So as per my view, so I'm not 100% sure about this. So as per my view, answer is D, all 4 states, because they are generally known as tea producing states. That's why I'm saying that all 4, Andhra, Kerala, Himachal Pradesh as well as Tripura. But if you are thinking about only major tea producing state, that will be the statement 1. But I am going with statement option D, means all 4 states. Fine. Next, consider the following statements. In India, credit rating agencies are regulated by Reserve Bank of India. So if you see, so these are not regulated by Reserve Bank of India, these are regulated by SEBI. So as this option is incorrect, you will come up with your answer. Fine. So एक गेला, तर हे option गेला, हाई गेला आणि हाई गेला. So answer will be B, 2 and 3 only. So with reference to the Bank Board Bureau, which of the following statement are correct? So already I have discussed all these things, means already I have discussed external commercial borrowing in classroom. This also I have discussed. Bank Board Bureau. So this was recommended by PJ Nayak committee. PJ Nayak committee. So first statement, the governor of RBI is the chairman of Bank Board Bureau. So this is incorrect statement. So governor of RBI is not chairman of Bank Board Bureau. So any expert in the economics, in the banking, so this can be appointed as the chairman. Fine. Second statement, Bank Board Bureau recommends for the selection of heads of the public sector bank. Means indirectly, means objective of this Bank Board Bureau is to reduce the influence of government or the political wing on the banking sector, means the government banks. So that's why they are saying that the Bank Board Bureau recommends for the selection of the heads of the public sector bank only, financial institutions as well. Fine. Third, Bank Board Bureau helps the public sector banks in developing strategies and capital raising plans. So both statements are correct. So this is what the objective of Bank Board Bureau. So first statement is incorrect. So answer for this is 2 and 3 only. With reference to convertible bonds, consider the following statements. As there is an option to exchange the bond for equity, convertible bonds pay a lower rate of interest. Convertible bonds means the bonds which you can convert into the equity. So equity मध्ये shares मध्ये तुम्ही directly त्याला convert करू शकता असे bonds. So if you think about this, when the statement is saying that there is an option to exchange the bond for equity, and second, convertible bond pays a lower rate of interest. So obviously this is correct statement. Bonds are paying lower rate of interest, equity you will get more profits. That's why you are going to convert this into the equity. So first statement is true. Second, the option to convert to equity affords the bondholder a degree of indexation to the rising consumer price. So obviously this is also correct statement. So answer for this is both 1 and 2. Next question, consider the following: Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, Missile Technology Control Regime, Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So India is the member of which of the above? So India is member of all three. Member तिघांचा पण आहे. So answer is D, 1, 2 and 3. So again this is not the typically question from the economy section. Consider the following statements. Vietnam has been one of the fastest growing economies in the world in the recent years. So this statement is true. Second, Vietnam is led by a multi-party political system. So this is incorrect statement. Single party political system is there, not multi-party. And as you are going to eliminate second, so you are nearer to your answer. So answer for this is 1, 3 and 4. So fifth statement is incorrect because the stability is not there. Vietnam has the most productive e-service sector in the Indo-Pacific region. So this is incorrect statement. Vietnam is not most productive sector, e-service sector. Fine. So answer for this is 1, 3 and 4. Question number 68. So this is again most easiest question in the economy section. In India, which one of the following is responsible for maintaining price stability by controlling inflation? So obviously answer is D, Reserve Bank of India. Question number 69. with reference to the non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Consider the following statement. So again, this is from the current affairs section, and if you remember, recently Anand Mahindra also tweeted about this. So NFT is type of cryptocurrency, but this is on the, we can say that, type of symbols or cryptography. So a lot of people are doing this. So this is new trend in the trade. So first statement, they enable the digital representation of physical assets. So obviously this is correct statement. Second, they are unique cryptographic tokens that exist on a blockchain. So again, it is type of cryptocurrency. So this is also correct. Third, they can be traded or exchanged at the equivalency and therefore can be used as a medium of commercial transaction. So we are talking about the trade. So obviously this statement is the correct statement. So answer for this is D, 1, 2 and 3. Question number 70, consider the following pairs. So we can say that this is from geography section. So first is Ghat Prabha, and state given is Telangana. So reservoir and state. So Ghat Prabha is not in Telangana, so this is incorrect. This is in Karnataka. Second, Gandhi Sagar, Madhya Pradesh. So this is correctly matched. Indira Sagar, Andhra Pradesh. So this is also in Madhya Pradesh, Indira Sagar. And third, Methone, it is given Chhattisgarh, but it is in Jharkhand. It is not in Chhattisgarh. So only one pair is correctly matched. So answer is A. So again, question number 71. Typically this question is from economics. 71 as well. So in India, which of the following companies information on industrial disputes, closures, retrenchments and layoffs in factories employing workers? So there is act for this, and the answer is for this is Labor Bureau. So direct question. So not again in the part of syllabus, so you can read this in the news and other things. So this is all about your economics section. So we can say that this section is mixture of easy, moderate to difficult questions. So somehow we can say that if your current affair is good, you are having little bit edge as compared to the other students, and as your concepts are clear, so obviously if 20 to 22 questions are asked on the economics, you have to solve at least 15 questions out of this. Fine. So this is all about the economics. Now let's come to the geography. So geography, there were directly straightforward questions on the geography. So from question number 21, there are questions on the geography. So first, that is 21st question. Among the following crops, which one is the most important anthropogenic source of both methane and nitrous oxide? And directly answer is rice. 22nd, system of rice intensification, SRI. So already 4 times UPSC asked question on this. If you have gone through your previous year questions, you are aware about the answer as well. 4 वेळेस ऑलरेडी क्वेश्चन विचारलेला UPSC ने याच्यावरती. So system for rice intensification to increase the productivity of rice. So by providing more space, you are going to grow this rice. So this system is called a system of rice intensification. So which is alternate wetting and drying of rice fields in parasited results in first reduced speed requirement, second reduced methane production, reduced electricity consumption. So answer for this is all D, 1, 2 and 3. Question number 23. So again you can say that somewhat current affairs section. Which one of the following lake of West Africa has become dry and turned into a desert? So answer for this is option B, Lake Fangubin. So Lake Fangubin, so if you see Lake Victoria, it is still there, so you can eliminate this easily, but this is very much difficult to eliminate out of these two, B, C and 3, B, C and D. So either you have to leave this question if you are exactly not aware about the answer. Question number 24. Gandikota Canyon of South India was created by which one of the following rivers? So answer for this is river Pennar, option C. So directly conceptual question जास्त नाही विचारलेले आहेत, directly map based questions maximum आहेत. Question number 25, consider the following. नामच्या बरवा, so गरवाल हिमालय, so it is not part of गरवाल हिमालय, so त्या टोकाला जातो नामच्या बरवा, गरवाल हिमालय मिडल मध्ये येतो. So first is incorrect. Second, Nanda Devi, Kumaon Himalaya, this is correct. Nanda Devi is located in the Kumaon Himalaya, middle मध्ये थोडा. And Nokrek, again it is not part of Sikkim, ते मेघालयच्या साईडला तिकडं नॉकरेक बायोस्फियर रिझर्व आहे, तिकडं नॉकरेक आहे. So which of the pairs given above is are correctly matched? So only one pair is correctly matched, second, that is answer B, 2 only. So again question number 26. The term Levant, often heard in the news, roughly corresponds to which of the following regions? So answer for this is A, region along the eastern Mediterranean shores, means Greece to Egypt, so the seashore line hai Mediterranean chi, that is called as Levant. So this is also in news. So answer for this is A. Consider the following countries: Azerbaijan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan. Which of the above have borders with the Afghanistan? If you are only aware about this country, Azerbaijan, so it is not near to the Afghanistan, जवळ पण नाहीये कुठंच. And if you are going to eliminate one, so answer will be 3, 4 and 5. So this will be the answer. Question number 28. With reference to India, consider the following statements. Monazite is a source of rare earths, that is the rare earth minerals. So monazite, you will get thorium as well as some rare earth minerals out of the monazite. So that's why statement first is correct. And monazite sand, it is kind of placer deposits which is placed by various river on the coastal line, means the coast of Kerala. You will find out this in the on the coast of Kerala. Keralaच्या coast वरती सापडते. Second, monazite contains thorium, so obviously this is correct. Second also correct. Third, monazite occurs naturally in the entire Indian coastal sands in India, so this is incorrect. Only Kerala coast. So third is incorrect. So answer for this is 1, 2 and 4. So fourth statement is also correct statement. Question number 29, again easiest question. In the northern hemisphere, the longest day of the year normally occurs in the, so it will occur 22 June, 22, 23, it is second half of the month of June. So answer is B. So question number 30. So under question number 30 they come up with some pairs, that is the wetland, lakes and locations. So generally such mapping locations asked in the geography optionals, so but they are asking in GS as well. So first Hokera wetland, so they given this is in Punjab, so this is not in Punjab, this is in Jammu and Kashmir. Second, Renuka wetland, so this is in Himachal Pradesh, this is correct. Rudrasagar lake, so this is also in Tripura. And fourth one is Sastamkota lake, so this is in Kerala, this is not in Tamil Nadu. So answer is B, only 2 pairs. So these are some questions related to the geography. Now another section of the geography, which is from question number 81. Question number 81, consider the following. High clouds primarily reflect solar radiations and cool the surface of the earth. So obviously it's true regarding the high clouds, but it is not true regarding the low clouds, because low clouds absorbs lot of infrared radiations and they will heat the atmosphere, so they are acting as a greenhouse gas. So that's our first statement is correct, incorrect. Second statement is correct statement. So answer for this is 2 only. So BDBD is a large refugee settlement in the northwestern Kenya. So this is not northwestern Kenya, this is northwestern Uganda. That's why this statement is incorrect statement. Second, some people who fled from South Sudan civil war live in BDBD. So this is correct. And third, Kenya wala region, that is called as Dadaab. So some people who fled from the civil war in Somalia live in Dadaab refugee complex in Kenya. So this is correct. So answer for this is 2 and 3. First statement is incorrect. Question number 83. Which of the above are members of the organization of Turkic states? Turkic state is basically organization of the Turkey speaking states, Turkey language. So out of this, that is the Azerbaijan and another one is Uzbekistan. These are part of this, and other countries, that is Kazakh, Kyrgyzstan, Turkey. So these are also part of this organization. So answer for this is C, 2 and 5. Question number 84. Consider the following. Gujarat has the largest solar park in India. So largest solar park is not in Gujarat, it is in Rajasthan. So first statement is incorrect. Kerala has the fully solar powered international airport. So see, this second statement is correct statement. And third statement, Goa has the largest floating solar photovoltaic project in India. So this is also incorrect statement. So the largest floating solar photovoltaic project is in Telangana. So answer for this is 2 only. So with reference to the United Nations Convention on the Laws on Sea, consider the following statements. First, coastal states has the right to establish the breadth of its territorial sea up to a limit not exceeding 12 nautic miles measured from baseline determined in the accordance with the convention. म्हणजे इथपर्यंत 12 pneumatic miles पर्यंत you can explore the sea and you can use the minerals in that sea. So you are having exclusive right on this. So this statement is correct. Second, ships of all states, whether coastal or landlocked, enjoy the right of innocent passage through the territorial sea. So this is also correct. And third one, the exclusive economic zones shall not extend beyond 200 nautical miles from the baseline from which the breadth of the territorial sea is measured. So 200 nautic miles. So this is also correct statement for the exclusive economic zone. So answer for this is D, 1, 2 and 3. So again question number 86, very easy, always in news, that is the Senkaku Island. So it is in news due to the China and Japan engage in the maritime disputes over these islands in East China Sea. So this is also correct statement. So answer for this is B. Question number 87. So consider the following pairs. So this is not literally geography's question. Then geography. This is environment. So this is all about your geography section. Fine. So this is all about the economy section and geography section. So due to the less time, we are not able to discuss each and every concept in details, and as well as people those are watching this, ज्यांना आन्सर्स पाहिजे असतात तर त्यांना एक्सप्लेनेशन नको असतं, त्यांना डायरेक्टली आन्सर पाहिजे असतात. सो दॅट्स वाय विदाउट वेस्टिंग मोर टाईम आय डायरेक्टली गो टू द आन्सर्स. So geography is not that much conceptual, but somewhat you need concepts of the economy. So here I am going to conclude my both sections, that is geography and economy. So now next section will be the history, and that will be handled by Gopal sir.